Hey everybody, Thrifty Teresa here. I wanted to do a strange little video today, mostly just talking and hypothesizing a little bit. I have recently come across some sellers who have purchased my item and now they are reselling it. And I find that really funny. um, I have no problem with the fact that they're doing this, but I think it's interesting for a couple of reasons. One of them is a person who I have purchased from, and I may have actually purchased this item from them, and they bought it and are trying to resell it. So I think that's a little weird. And then the other one is somebody who recently bought something from me, and they are selling it differently than I sold it, but they are in direct competition with my other Etsy shop. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me put myself in the corner. We're talking about Etsy. So the first item I got here sold in my shop a couple weeks ago, and it was this gorgeous set of vintage playing cards, very art deco. They were absolutely beautiful. The cards were just gorgeous. They were made out of linen, plastic coated, etc. Now, I buy lots of playing cards. I have purchased a few lots off of eBay. So in a sense, I am reselling, of course, something that I've purchased. So the person who bought these cards on Etsy is a seller on eBay who I have purchased from. I may or may not have purchased these cards from that seller. So this person paid $20 for this gorgeous deck, double deck set, but what they've done is they have now discarded the case. You know, the case was damaged with water stains and it wasn't great. They've discarded the case and they are selling both decks separately at it was either $20 or $25 a piece. So they're hoping to sell both of those, which would then double their money from the money that they spent in order to get this. So, hey, good luck to them. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. I got no problem with it. I just thought it was really funny that I stumbled across that while I was browsing eBay. So the next thing happened more recently, like in the past week. I sold this other set of double deck playing cards with these little kittens on them. I was browsing Etsy earlier today. Actually, what I was doing was I was logged into my Scrappy Teresa account, checking my listings and my shop stats and everything there. I clicked on my home page Etsy button, and it gives you all of the suggested listings to go look at for things that you have in your favorites or new uploads by the people that you follow. I happen to follow a lot of people who sell the single swap cards because that is one of the types of items that I sell in my Scrappy Teresa shop, and I see these kitten cards. Now, okay, they're not that unique. They may not even be very old, but you know, it caught my eye. It's like, oh, I just sold those cards. Let me go check out the shop. And I looked at the shop and I realized it's the same user who just purchased these cards. So instead of reselling the decks of cards, she has decided to sell them as single swap cards. She's actually selling them in sets of 4. So she's selling 2 of the yellow kitten card and then 2 of the pink kitten card, and she's selling those 4 cards together, and she's only selling them for $1. Now here's the problem with the math. She bought this deck from me, and this deck, including shipping, was a little over $13. She's selling 4 cards for $1 plus like 60 cents in shipping. 4 cards divided, 52 cards divided by 4, she's really can only sell about 13 sets. So 13 sets at $1 per set just barely puts her over any sort of profit from the actual purchase. So she may want to rethink her plan. She has a really successful shop, and I'm not going to tell you who it is because, again, she is competition, but she has a really successful shop, and she has, got these cards all set up, and her store is beautiful, and I really envy her. I would love to have a shop as successful as hers, but I really don't know how much profit it is coming in for her if this is the type of flipping that she does. So my question to you guys is, have you ever come across another reseller selling your items, and it's the person who purchased your item and has then flipped it for more money? I've got no problem at all with either of these two sellers. It doesn't bother me one bit. I find it really amusing because these are really recent sales for me that they have been flipped so fast, and I hope both parties are perfectly successful. Clearly, I am a reseller too, so I buy things in bulk and I part them out and clean them up or whatever. So it's not just the thrift store stuff that I do. I am purchasing some things mostly on eBay, and then I come and put them on Etsy. So, I'm doing the same thing that they're doing to me, but it's just really funny to run across, recent sales that have then been flipped by the person that purchased them. So, I'd love to hear your stories if you've run across anything. And I'd also like to hear your stories to know if, does it bother you when you find things like that? Or maybe somebody scammed you out of something and, it's like, oh, well, this was damaged in shipping, so you refunded them. And then a couple days later, you find on their account that they're selling the exact thing that you just refunded them for. I've read stories like that in the past. So anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it's as funny and strange and amusing as I do. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. This just kind of tickled me pink all day while I was at work. I was like, oh, I got to tell people about these cards. It's just crazy. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.